Right, hello there, boys and girls. So, I've got major trouble setting this up, but I finally got it, at least I think. And this is me replaying, uh, and be careful, replaying the trade that I took, or two trades that I've taken today on Nasdaq. I took that on Top Step X, and this is just for the purposes of the Discord, so I won't be bothering proving the real trade and all the jazz around that. So this is on a replay mode of TradeAwait. I took the actual trades on Top Step X, and if I'll ever use the replay mode in the future, or demo mode for that matter, I will do so with this weird yellow and grey candles instead of the classic red and green candles. So these trades actually happened. And this is a replay mode, you can see it here, so I will stop this here because we need to talk a little bit more. So yeah, I decided to try to go for this since I was done earlier in the day with trading for this day, and my girlfriend went to a night shift, so I've got some time to talk to myself in front of the screen, basically. And yeah, another thing is that I'm not quite sure whether somebody will be able to even understand me English, because it's rather odd. You know, it's like a weird mix of Manchester to London with my native language, kind of an accent, which is by far not similar to English. So yeah, I'm kind of a bastard of the English language. Weird thing to say, but alright. So let's go through this. What do we got over here? So we got Nasdaq on the TradeAwait platform. This was earlier today, June the 24th. And this right here, the main chart, is 2000 tick chart. I will call it just a 2K chart for it just to be simpler. Here we've got 1 minute chart. Yeah, this area of the board or the screen, sorry, I'm just fucked up from playing too much chess. So this area of the screen are time based charts. So this is 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute and 15 minutes. What we can see here, this yellow line is the 200 EMA. We can see it on every chart, and of course see you not later but now the alligator, right? Green the lips, red the teeth, and blue is the jaw. So let me guide you through the first trade I took on Nasdaq, which is about to happen. So let's go with the speed 100. So the actual speed. And right, so what did Nasdaq do? It, after some action, it went up, went around the 200 EMA on 2K chart, tried to remain above it, made sort of a double top, then did some consolidation here before it tanked. Right, it tanked like from 958 to 882, so quite a bit. And now it reversed. Did it reverse, or is it pulled back in? If we knew the answer to this question, like is it a reversal or is it a pullback, we all would be billionaires. So we don't know, but what we can see here, that it broke above the lips. Now it's in the area between the lips and the teeth, and if the pullback happens here, we will enter, because it will meet the criteria for the pullback strategy of my system, right? So it's testing the lips. Will it finish below the lips? We are not taking the trade before the candle finishes, right? One of the very basic rules in my trading. I broke it from time to time myself, but you know, it helps you when you keep just repeating it, yeah? So let's see. Okay, this candle seemed promising, yeah, I remember this. So someone might enter here in order not to miss out, because you feel the fear, right, the FOMO. But look at the candle, it returned, and it did not finish below the lips. So there's no entry so far. Let's see what will this candle do, right? Okay, we enter here. I will stop
Order
this
filled.
for a second just to talk to you for a bit. So this is what we consider the pullback strategy, right? We are in the territory below the 200 EMA, so we are looking for shorts. This was a nice short move. Now we went back up and we pulled back. Yeah, at least that's what we think. This is a pullback with the price touching the area between the lips and the teeth and pull back in, so to speak. That's why it's called the pullback strategy, right? It pulls back below the lips, finishes below the lips. That's what she said, by the way. And then we enter short, right? Because we expect a short move. So yeah, now we expect the price to move here. We set our stop loss. Okay, what about the other time frames, you might ask? Well, it looks like a pullback on 1 minute as well, where it tested the lips in here. We are below the 200 EMA. The same thing is on the 3 minutes, right? Where we actually created sort of a breakout strategy. The same on 5 minute. And this looks like a weird pullback of the jaw on the 50-minute chart. We are below the 200 EMA in all followed time frames, so nothing is against this trade. So we took it, and if we play it and we set our stop loss somewhere around here, so just above the lips and above the previous high, so I mean previous high of the the previous candle, right? And it doesn't look that good so far. Usually, yeah, and that's
Stop
it.
filled.
That's a goner, and we're $260 down, right? Because it went above the previous high, it went above the lips, and now you can see that it testing the teeth already. So this was the case where the setup did not work, and now it broke the teeth as well. So yeah, I know that it's normal for all those guys on YouTube showing you just winning trades, but I say it all the time. My system, the strategies built around the gator has the win rate of 60-65% in long term. When you have a good day, good weeks, maybe months, if you trade long enough, you can be lucky and have a win rate, sorry, of 70%, but that's it. That still means that with the perfect setups, you will lose 3 out of 10 trades, right? So, okay, that was a loss of 260 bucks, of about 13 points, right? Not about, but exactly 13 points, right? So, okay, let's see what the price is doing now, because the previous trade or previous 2 trades influence your current trading more than the results you've gained throughout the whole week or even month or even more, if you can get deep in your head. So I know it seems very easy to say now because it's just demo, it's just a replay, so I'm not affected by this, but I actually took this trade, I actually took that setup, and I lost money on that one, right? And it's on Top Step where I copy trade, so that's like ×3 loss, so that's about -700 bucks on that trade. But I remained focused and I followed what's going on here. Okay, so it was an easy pullback. Could it be double pullback is my second thought, and that's how my thought process is going. And what I'm seeing on ES, on a Nasdaq as well, on 2K chart, is that the jaw play a much more major role than it does in the classic 3-minute, 5-minute setups that I used in the past and that I showed you on Reddit and on Discord, where jaw, as you might have noticed, are a bit omitted and the teeth and the lips are playing the main roles. With 2K tick charts, jaws are very, very important, as I've noticed. I don't have enough data yet to support it with like some kind of serious statistical proof, but I've noticed that the pullbacks are happening a lot from the jaw. So let's see what we can see right now with the price action. The first candle, right, we finished above the teeth here, and then following candle tried to test the jaw and didn't succeed. The candle that is going on right now went up again, tested the jaw, didn't happen, so it went back, tested the teeth, but it got refused as well. Okay, so it got stuck somehow between the jaw and the teeth. Now the third candle is forming and is yet again rejected by the jaw. What we want to see now, what we want to see is a big impulse move. Not that much of an impulse, just impulse enough move to break through the teeth and through the jaw, which just now, as you can see, got rejected by the teeth again and is trying the jaw again. So what we want to see, if we go up towards the 200 EMA, we are not looking for shorts, that's for sure, not anymore. But if we can somehow reverse and finish below the teeth and below the jaw, I'm sorry, below the lips, below the teeth and below the lips in a convincing manner, that means the momentum, the volume of that candle, then we might enter a short trade yet again. So let's see how this candle plays out, because we enter the trades only when the candle is finished. On 1 minute chart we can see that the EMA 200 is holding on, and on the other time frames we can see that the Gator is holding on. On 3 minute charts and on 50 minute charts as well, the lips are the one holding the line, and now we can see the impulse move. Okay, I'm going in
Order
short,
filled.
and I'm adjusting my stop loss as well as my take profit. And this is exactly what I was talking about. 1, 2, 3 times he tested the jaw and it didn't happen. And you know how it goes in trading. If it can't go up, it will go down. And this is what seems to be happening right now. The candle went convincingly blasting through the teeth and through the lips, finishing below them, and now we're going down, it seems. So about the take profit and stop loss. A stop loss is like we entered at 914.75 and set it to like 41, just above the highs of the wicks of these two testing in the area of the jaw. So that's like 15, that's like 26 points, right? 26 points, so we need at least double for take profit. So that's what, 52? 52. Okay, but why I instinctively set the stop loss here? That's because here, if we look at it, is low of the day. We can see it here, right? It's the low of the day. So just from the habit, I set my take profit in the area of the previous day's low when we are in a position like this, because that's the area that we want to test. So there's a higher probability that that's the area where the price will go. But actually right now, as I want 60 plus moves, I might just want to go lower with this one. And since this trade already happened, I can tell you that this wasn't a trade that I would go out by take profit. But since it was a trade where I followed my rules very, very strictly, I went out by a rule that I laid out in my strategy as well, and that is I went out when a candle finished above the lips, right? When the candle finish above the lips, I will exit the trade. So let's see how it will play out. And I just don't want to trade away somehow hit the take profit, even if we are quite far from that so far, but just don't want to hit. So we'll cancel this take profit because we are not taking the price by that. Now we're approaching to test the low of the day, right? Boom, and it crashed like it was nothing, so that looks good. We are 1k up in P&L, and that's a trade that started at 4:40 in European Union time, and back then it was 4:43, so it's like it was like 3 or 4 minutes that we gained 1k in unrealized P&L, so it's not too shabby, is it? Not too bad. Okay, so now I see the price moving against me, like quite significantly, from 64 to like 80, right? 15-20 points. So what I do then, every trader has his own or hers, or whatever your gender is, own tolerance for risks. So when you are 20, 30, 40, 50 points up from Nasdaq, there is a very important concept that I live by, and that is creating a free trade. That is the moment when you are not longer willing to lose money on this trade, even though we are like very up in the green on this trade. There still can be some news, some sort of shit just happening, which will shoot up Nasdaq within a minute, like 50-60 points or even more against us. And that's why we have to protect ourselves. Creating a free trade means that you move your stop loss in the only direction that you should ever move your stop loss, and that is close to your entry point. Sorry. So 14.75, we go like 40.25 to cover the commission. And this is a concept I learned from Don Singletary, and it's a free trade. And from the long term, this can be a huge psychological advantage for you, because no matter what will happen now, we will not lose money on this trade, no matter what. And this goes in hand in hand with the basic theory, and the rule number one is to not lose money or live to trade another day, or I don't know, call it whatever you want. The rule number one, as I've been taught, is to not lose money. It's not make money, it's not to lose them. So that's why we create a free trade. And as the rule says, that we will escape. Yeah, I should have done that like when we were around here, like when I was, I don't know, 20-30 points up. But what we can do now is not only create a free trade, but take some profits, realize some profits while they are still unrealized, and that is by manually trail stop. Now what is here? I will do this just so.
Order filled.
What I done here, I will just cancel this so it doesn't fuck me over. What I've done here is I scaled in with one contract. Another very important, very important. What am I doing? Okay, let me just sort this out. Very important concept. So this will be our stop loss. I did it the worst possible way, but yeah, this is a very important concept. We had a pullback and we went to a new low. Yeah, this is pullback, went to a new low. As soon as we closed on a new low, we add to our winner. Another very important concept to grasp is adding to your winners. Now our average entry, of course, went down, so we create a free trade. And we not only create a free trade, that's what I was talking about before scaling in, we can also realize some unrealized profits. Sorry, that means that we want to escape. What the fuck is that? We want to exit this trade and escape from the markets for the day as soon as the candle finishes above the lips, right? Above the lips. So we can move it here. This is 2.5k trade in unrealized gain by now, so that's very sweet with 2 contracts. Okay, so there's a try for another pullback here. So you always have to monitor the price action. What is the market doing? Is it a pullback? Was it a reversal? No, it was a pullback because After some tries of going up, the bears won again, and it went down, finished on a new low. So what is going on here? I'm slowly moving the stop loss lower and lower, locking more and more profit.
Stop filled.
Okay, and we are out of this trade. Well, was it the best managed trade ever? No, because here it was, I think, actually a mistake to wait for a candle to close about lips. We were supposed to take profits in this area because I don't know, the goal for the day could have been like a gain of 2000. We squandered 260 here, so there was an unrealized profit and loss at some point about 2.5k, so it was 2500, and when we were around 2300, around here maybe, I should have just killed the trade, right? Just kill the trade and cover the losses for this and be up 2k, which is the genius of hindsight, right? We tested the lips here and we didn't know if this was a reversal, right? When we look at it like this, I'm sorry, like this, right? This looks like a pullback, so it could have gone lower. So this is the genius of hindsight, right? The woulda, coulda, shoulda. The thing where gurus on YouTube, the 18-year-old Lambo guys, are living off and taking money off people, telling them like, of course you should have entered here and of course you should have exited here, but it's not how real trading works, because in real trading you don't see the right side of the chart. You see just what was in front of you, the live action, as we do here. But was it the worst exit possible? No, because we see now that it went all the way back up to test the teeth. It might form another pullback where I would re-enter for another trade if it will continue to go lower. But right, so the gain is 1200 on the one contract, just basically break even on the second one, and now you can see that it braked, fucking hell, it broke above the teeth and aiming up and up and up, which would be eating of our profit. So that's why you create a free trade and then manually trade and lock in your gains. So that's like 1.2k, that's like 55, that was like 260 loss. So with commissions, basically that's plus 1k of a trade. We started to trade on 435, finished at 454, so that's 1000 gain. Yeah, we can see it here, right? Oh my god, I'm doing the whole fucking math in my head and the piano is just here. So it was under 20 minutes basically to gain $1,000 is not too shabby. So what I want you to remember from this video is that losses do happen, and if someone is not showing them to you, they're lying. No one has win rate of 95+%. The most important part is that the loss was 260 and the win was 1,200, right? So 200, 1,200, and you can see what the price was doing after we exited. So the exit was a good call. Could have been better. It always could have been better. That's what woulda, coulda, shoulda mean in trading, right? So I was pretty happy with this trade, and I thought it was a nice showcase for you guys. Yeah, right. When we go back to the key points to remember from this is that losers must be lower than the winners. Even if you lose and the setup presents just right after that, you are not afraid to enter. You scale in a winning position. You create a free trade and you manually trail, and by that you lock in your profits, and you leave the trade when the rules are telling you to, or when you feel like you should be leaving. I was a bit greedy here. I thought this would be another pullback and we would go lower, maybe for like a 3k gain, and then I would cut it manually, and that's what cost me, right? Like loss of 1k of this second contract actually pulling the force of compounding, which was eventually basically negated, as this is a break-even trade, really. So the greed made me lose about 1k on this trade, but overall in these two trades, one losing, one winning, I made 1k trade by nothing, just by following my system. So that's it, guys. I hope you can understand me. The recording is surely shit, so sorry for that, but maybe there could be some value in this for you, so I hope so. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, not enjoyed, like who would enjoy listening a guy talking to himself and staring at the screen, but yeah, you know what I mean. Let's hope you find some use of this all. So yeah, that's it. Cheers.